What up, y'all? It's your boy, man, Micah, and I'm back at it again for day 17. There's only 7 days until Christmas, so I know you guys are getting into the spirit a little bit. I had the opportunity to go look at some Christmas lights last night, so that really filled my inner child. And I woke up, had a nice little banquet with my work family to end the season off. So, that was nice. Shared some good laughs. Yeah, it was good. It was positive energy. I loved it. I loved being there. And how was you guys' day today? I hope you had a beautiful and blessed Friday. I hope you're able to get all your Christmas shopping done before the stores close out. I know they don't really close, but I hope you're able to get your Christmas shopping done before the lines get too thick, before people are doing too much last minute shopping. I mean, it's 7 days until Christmas, so I feel like if you're shopping, it's last minute shopping, but it's okay. It's okay because it's the thought that counts and it's what you put into it. It's not about when you do it, it's about what you put into it. So, let's just get into today's topic. I don't have that long of a lengthy intro for you guys. I did I didn't get to post a video yesterday. I was very busy. I was getting my hair done. I had to cut my hair. Like you guys saw in the previous video, my little bro just got off house arrest. So we were running around doing a couple things. My mom allowed me to use her car. So when I get behind the wheel of a car, especially not having one now, I get a little crazy. But I'm here for you guys today. I'm going to drop 2 videos today to make up for the fact that I didn't drop one yesterday. So stay tuned for the video later on today. And I hope you enjoy the video today. But yeah. Today's topic is going to be how to master the art of letting go. Losses versus lessons. That's a big one, man. Honestly, I personally need this lesson and I need this talk. So, I'm here right with y'all. A lot of us don't know how to let go. We take things as losses instead of taking them as lessons to boost our future. And even when we do take them as lessons, we still grieve and grovel over those things. We still try to find a way to gain our control back or, to ease our way back in or to something. But, some things you really do have to let go of, man. It's just, all it's doing is torturing you. It's making you feel bad about yourself. It's making you cry, whatever. And you have to let go of those things. You have to do what's best for you and your mental. Like they say, if you love something, set it free. And if it was meant to be yours, it'll come back. And if it wasn't, it never will. It's as simple as that, guys. And I obviously have more stuff for you guys, but it really is as simple as that. Like the song by Passenger. You only know you love her if you let her go. Like, it's not just about women. Some people aren't able to let go of their jobs. They're not able to let go of materialistic items. They're not able to let go of, where would I be if I wasn't able to let go of my car breaking down on me? If I was just sitting in a slum and I was like, oh my gosh, dude, like, I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck in this house, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Like, I wouldn't be anywhere, I would be stuck in the same vicious mindset that I was in for the past 4 or 5 years. And recently, I've been getting a lot of people, like, oh, make sure your mic is in check, make sure he doesn't do this, make sure he doesn't do that. And it's because a lot of people aren't used to this new me yet. Like, I'm not completely different than who I used to be, but I'm definitely changing, for sure. I've made leaps and bounds of growth over the past 3 months than I have in honestly my entire life. You know, I've started working on my mental health. I've worked on my physical health. You know, I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get on a better diet. I've been working on my relationship with God, working on my craft. You know, I'm really at peace with my life, honestly. But there are a few things that I wish I could change. And there are things that hurt some days more than others. And I'm working on letting go. I don't necessarily know how to let go. So, you know, hopefully we get through that in today's video. But I'm working on it. And as long as you're working on something, as long as you're trying for a better tomorrow, that's all that matters. A lot of people will sit and tell you, oh, you know, since you don't have it all figured out right now, you're a failure. You're not. Go slow. Take your time with yourself. You don't have to have it all figured out. A lot of us don't have it all figured out. Our parents, our grandparents, you know, people lose their lives without figuring it all out. And I don't think there will be a single person on this entire earth that ever will have it all figured out. So don't sit around and try to compare yourself to others. Don't compare yourself to your friend who you guys both lost your jobs at the same time and they got a new job within a week and it's been a month and you're still looking for jobs. Or you and your friend were both going through that heartbreak together and they're happy in a new relationship and you're still thinking about that person. It's okay. It's okay. As long as you're working towards letting go, you're working towards your happiness, you're working towards your peace, that's all that matters. But, ooh, I got an itchy back. But, yeah. You know, one of the major things to help you learn the art of letting go is practicing non-attachment. You can't allow yourself to be so attached to things. I just told a buddy of mine at work today that my turtle that I have, I know that the tank that I have isn't big enough for her. I know that she deserves more space. I know that she honestly probably needs some type of pond. And I'm not financially able to provide her a pond on my property. So I am probably gonna have to let her go in the wild soon. But I've been saying that for the past 2-3 years now, and I still have her. Because I'm attached to her. I've had her for the past 7 years. You know, it's been since 2017. That's my baby. And I lost my cat and my dog in my breakup. You know, my big breakup with my actual ex. I only have one ex. I've only ever been in one committed relationship where we both said and openly claimed that we were boyfriend and girlfriend. You know, I've had different situationships, but I've only ever had one relationship. So if you ever hear me talk about my ex, I'm talking about one specific person. But I lost my cat and my dog in that breakup, and all I had left was my turtle. Like, I was gonna keep the cat and the dog, and I was gonna let my turtle go. That was what my plan was. But I lost my house back in 2023, and I needed somewhere for my animals to go. And the only person I could think of was my ex, because she was their mother, or she is their mother. And so she was just the easiest person to give them to. And you know, I regretted it. I regretted it for sure, because once she had them, she told me she wasn't giving them back. So I got very angry about that. And I had a lot of people honestly offer to beat her up for it. But I'm not that type of person. Like I've told you guys before, I don't hold grudges. I don't hold grievances. If somebody doesn't like me, they don't like me. The feeling is not mutual. It's not reciprocated. I don't feel anything towards it. So, you know, I let it go. I was hurt, but I let it go. I had to let it go. Because as attached as I was to those animals, I wasn't attached to her anymore. I let go of that attachment. So I was able to let go of the attachment with those animals. But now I went from having 3 animals to only having 1. So I'm pretty attached to my one, because one, she's my oldest. Like, I got her before I even got the cat or the dog. So she's my oldest child. And I feel like a parent that just doesn't want to let their kid flee the nest. And she could live forever, honestly. Like, she could live for the rest of my life. So I'm like, I could have a pet that I could give to my kids. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with her. But I'm attached. I'm attached to her. And I have to work on not being so attached to things. Because when I am attached, it is very hard for me to let go. I'm like one of those over-adhesive freaking command strips. Or like some super Velcro or something like that. I don't, it's very hard for me to unattach myself from things. But once I do, that's when I'm able to let go. When I detach, or when I step back from the situation and think about things. Understand that attachment to things, people, or even ideas can cause suffering. Letting go doesn't mean you don't stop caring about that person. It means accepting that you can't control everything. We can't control anything. If humans had control over daily life, our life would be too good to even reason with. And I know there's a lot of people out there who probably don't believe that. But if everything was perfect, if you had control over everything, you would want for nothing. You would have everything. Your life would be boring. There would be no excitement. There would be no turns, twists. There would be no character development. We would all be the same. It would kind of be like, what's that one? WALL-E. Bro, where all they have is technology and advancement. They don't even have to walk. Their chairs move them around. They want for nothing. They just sit around and be fat slobs. So, if you need to let go of that junk food, or you need to let go of that person for your own personal development, do that. Because that person will see your personal development. That junk food will still be waiting for you when you're a better person and you only have to eat 1 candy bar a week versus 10 candy bars a day. And it's still it probably won't even taste as good when you come back around to it. So, I was just talking to somebody earlier about cigarettes. I've never smoked a cigarette personally, but sorry y'all, that's bothering me. But bro, all right. I've never smoked a cigarette personally, but I've known a lot of people who have smoked cigarettes, and they get addicted, and they try to tell themselves they're not addicted. But every time they drink, they smoke a cigarette, and they try to use that as like a catalyst or like a coping mechanism. Like, I only smoke cigarettes when I drink. The other 50% of the time I vape. Well, I can put down my vape at any moment and I'll be completely fine. I'm not gonna be sitting here tearing up my house because I can't find my vape, or texting this person or this person or this person because I can't find my vape. I also will never hit a cigarette because I'm fiending that bad. I'm not attached to it. I let go of addiction. I'm not addicted to anything. I cannot be addicted to anything. I don't do I legally, recreationally smoke marijuana. That's it. I rarely drink anymore. I let go of that. I don't go out or party. I let go of that. I'm not addicted to anything. I don't need anything to fulfill me because I'm not attached to it. When you're addicted to something, you're overly attached to that thing. And that's what you need to realize. You're not just addicted, you're attached to it. It's dictating your daily life. Make sure that you're cultivating awareness. Acknowledgement is the first step. If you're able to acknowledge that you're addicted or you're attached to something, that is your first step. Whether it's past hurt, a person, an outcome of a situation you didn't like, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about how it's affecting you. Like I said, awareness is the first step in releasing attachment. If you're not aware of what you're attached to, or what you're addicted to, or what's bringing you down, what's keeping you in that mindset, you will always be attached to it. Therefore, you will become addicted to it. It will become who you are as a person. Do you want to be addicted to sadness? Attached to sadness? Attached to hurt, pain, lust, anger? No, you don't. I don't either. I've had a lot of people tell me recently, like, oh my gosh, like your mindset is so positive recently. Like, you know, somebody tells you that somebody's talking bad about you, you tell them that you're going to pray for them or that you hope they're doing good. Yeah, I do. Absolutely. 10 times out of 10, I'm always putting out positive energy now, because when I was putting out negative energy, when I was allowing my anger to control who I was, it didn't do anything for me. It made me lose people I really cared about. It made me lose opportunities. It made me lose jobs. You know, my anger didn't do anything for me. So why did I need to be attached or addicted to that pain or that hurt or that anger that was driving me to do these things? Because that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. Addiction and attachment drives you to do negative things. So as long as you're addicted or attached to that thing, that person, that outcome of that situation, you will always stay in the mindset that you're in this current moment. And that's what life is about. Life is about this current moment, because that's what you can control. You can't control the past. You can't control who you were yesterday. You can't take things back. You can't unsay things, but you can control this current moment. You can say more positive things going on. You can change that habit that you had. You can apologize to that person. You can accept that outcome for what it was, learn from it, and move on with your life. Because if you don't, you're gonna be stuck in the same spot, blaming this person or that person or this person. We've already been over that. Stop blaming anybody but yourself. It's your fault. And I'm sorry to say that. Like, I'm getting really serious with you guys today because, like I said, this is something that I need. But it's your fault. It's your fault that person left. It's your fault you got into that outcome. It's your fault you lost that job. It's your fault that you're not a millionaire. Do you believe that? Do you believe that everything happens for a reason? Or do you just go around thinking that God's just serving you with loss after loss after loss after loss, and you're just never going to learn anything from it? Are you stubborn? Or do you actually know that God has a plan for you and that you need to learn from the things that God puts right in front of your face, or you're going to crash and burn? I'm just saying. Last thing. Not last thing. Last thing. Last principle on how to let go. Shift your perspective. Reframe your mindset from loss to opportunity, from loss to lesson, from lose to win. You see where I'm going with that? Often letting go creates space for new growth, experiences, and relationships. You know, you have to allow room to grow. If you keep hoarding all these things, like we've all seen My Strange Addictions. And these, like, when you have a hoarder mentality, a cluttered lifestyle, there's no room for anything else. Everything else is just getting piled on top, and it's not getting paid attention to. You could have met the love of your life in that cafe yesterday, but you're still thinking about your ex that you can't let go of. Why? Why are you missing out on opportunity? And I'm not talking about me. I didn't go to a cafe yesterday. I also didn't speak to any women yesterday. I don't really speak to that many women at all. I don't want to be in a relationship. So I'm talking to you guys. I've already told you this before, but stop missing out on your go time because you're stuck in pause. Play, go, run fast. Don't stop. And don't look behind you either. Look forward. Look at this current moment. You can look down sometimes. You can look to the side. Just make sure that you're focused on what's ahead of you. And never look behind you. Now, I feel like we should identify the difference between losses and lessons, because I'm trying to teach you how to let go of losses. I'm not telling you to let go of lessons. I'm telling you to let go of those losses, turn them into lessons, and allow them to grow who you are as a person. Losses typically come with feelings of disappointment, regret, and frustration. Lessons often lead to personal growth, resilience, and empowerment as they help you adapt to make better choices in the future. So, we're gonna use me for example. And if I tear up, I tear up. But I lost my favorite person. I felt like our energies collided, and a lot of people have said, F her, she wasn't even this, I don't care what you guys think. I don't care what anybody thinks about her or how our relationship was, because I loved her. And I still do. And I still have the utmost respect for her. And I hope that she gets everything she wants in life, because that's what she deserves. She's had one hell of a life. And she just deserves some type of peace. And I had to turn that into a lesson. For a really long time, I was counting it as a loss. But I had to do some soul searching, and I had to realize that I hurt her feelings. Like, I lost her trust. I scared her. Like, it may not have been much to me because of the household I grew up in, but you should never raise the tone of your voice at a lady. And I have to hold on to that. I have to hold on to that regret, that pain, the hurt of it. And every time I think about it, I start to tear up. But I had to learn that I cannot continue treating people like that if I want people to stay in my life. I can't cuss out my best friend just because he's not agreeing with me at the current moment. Or, I can't scream at my mom because she needs a little bit of help and I'm just not able to help her in the current moment because of what I have going on. I had to change a lot about myself, to be honest. And I thank her for it, because if she wouldn't have made me realize the type of person that I was being to people, I never would have became who I am now. And I'm so thankful for that lesson, for the growth. But I'm still working on figuring out how to let go of her. Because like I said, she was my favorite person. You just have to know that it's all about your perspective at the end of the day. Losses are seen as setbacks and disadvantages in the moment, and lessons are viewed as valuable teachings that help shape the future decisions. They can really be a source of your long-term benefit, despite any short-term struggles that you deal with. So, just make sure that you're learning how to let go today. Make sure that you're realizing that not every loss is a loss. Some losses are lessons. And thank you for watching. Make sure that you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome to the M.A.D House. I love you guys.